practice labs. We're going to practice labs about software-defined networking concepts. Record ba? Okay, record. Start na natin. Ano natin ito mga to? Para sa discussion na ito. Welcome to the software-defined networking concept practice lab. In this module, you will be provided with the instruction and devices needed to develop your hands-on skills. Software-defined network, in short, SDN, decouples the network control plane from the data plane, providing a more flexible and programmable infrastructure. This is particularly useful as networks grow in size and complexity. In SDN, a centralized controller manages and directs network traffic flows over the data plane. This separation of controls and data plane facilitates automation, agility, and scalability in network configuration, making it easier to develop and manage network optimize resource utilization and respond efficient to changing business requirements. What we're going to learn? Exercise 1, utilize Ansible. Exercise 2, utilize Git. After we complete this module, we should be able to install Ansible, deploy an Ansible playbook, install utilize Git, manage a version change in Git. Okay, next. Next natin ulit to. Ito na, exercise 1. Ansible is an open source, agentless automation tool used for configuration management, application deployment, and task automation. It employs a declarative language to describe system configuration and orchestrates tasks across multiple nodes, making it efficient for deploying and managing infrastructure. In this exercise, you will install, configure, and deploy an Ansible playbook. Step 1, Task 1, install Ansible. Alma Linux is a Linux distribution that is compatible with Red Hat Enterprise Linux, or RHEL. The DNF package manager is used for installing software. In this task, you will install Ansible on Al-Sharma. Connect to Al-Sharma, the step 1. Tama ba? Al-Sharma. Okay. Loading. Natin. And the activities toolbar, select terminal. Terminal. Pwede gawin natin ito gawin. Sudo connect install expel pala release y. Then we're going to she's looking for a password. Note, the entire release package is the extra packages for Enterprise Linux repository configuration package. It provides additional support packages such as Ansible that are not included in the default repositories of Red Hat Enterprise Linux, and it derivates such as Alma Linux. The password is password. Lolo. Ayaw mag-type. Wala, ayaw na gumana. I-refresh natin. Yeah. Check na natin. Nasa step 1 pa lang naman tayo. Wait lang guys ha. Ulitin natin. Okay. Na-type na natin yung password. Itong lumabas guys. And then we're going to type sudo dns install ansible while. Ay, mali. Okay. Extra packages for Linux. Ito yung sinasabi niya. Na-press enter natin. And then Ansible. Ay, mali. Wala, ano nangyari? Na-type ko yung Ansible. Nag-install lang siya. Hindi pa para tapos guys. Ha. Loading pa. Konti na lang. Nangyari dito, ba't nag-iitim siya? Tapos na. Yan. Ansible Galaxy version install pf sensible.port. Kailangan ba sa baba? Ay, hindi pala pwede. Yan. Precision install dependence map. PF Sensible.core is an Ansible module that includes configuration option for PF Sense. Okay. In the terminal window, type the following: SSH admin 192.168.1.5. Okay. Ansible requires SSH connectivity. Manually connecting via SSH before an Ansible playbook deployment allows you to verify and accept the server's fingerprint. Establishing trust between your machine and the remote server, this ensures the subsequent automated Ansible connection are secured, preventing potential security risks associated with unrecognized or untrusted servers. In the terminal, we're going to type yes. And then the password is password. Huh? With type yes. We're going to type 0. Command left only. Mali pala. Aray ko. Yan na. Close na natin. Yay! Task 2. Deploy an Ansible playbook. An Ansible playbook defines tasks that may be performed on a remote host. Playbooks are often in YAML file format and include set of tasks that describe the desired state of system. They use Ansible modules to perform tasks such as configuring servers, deploying application, and managing infrastructure, providing a structured and reusable way to automate complex tasks in infrastructure and application development. In this task, you will deploy an Ansible playbook. We're going to connect this zip cells. And then Reset. I-start pa tayo. I-start pa lang. Ito na. 8. Na-enter ko na yung 8. Anong susunod? Ito pala sa baba. Cut. Etc. Resolve. That config. Okay. Observe that the name server 192.168.25.13 is listed as the pfSense DNS server in the resolved configuration file. The Ansible playbook that will deploy will modify the prescribed machine name server. Oh, okay. Connect to Axialma. Okay. Activities toolbar. So activities. Refresh. Wala activities toolbar. Wala nga. Ito pala. Activities. Tapos files. And then module 7. And then host YML. Those YML file, also known as inventory file, specifies the list of host or remote server that Ansible will manage. In this case, it's only the pfSense machine 192.168.0.5. This file is essential in the orchestrating tasks across multiple hosts and enables dynamic scaling and automation in IT infrastructure management. Close the text editor. Close the close. In the module 7, pfSense. Okay, we're going to click this. Then what's next? The pfSense update DNS server .yml file describes the changes that should be implemented. In this case, the DNS server's IP address will be modified. Okay. Close natin to. Just close natin to. In the terminal, type 1S. LS pala to. Kala ko 1S. The LS is command is the LS command is used to list the file and directories present in the current directory. Various options can be used to customize the output, including detail like file, formation, ownership, and modification time. Type cd module 7. Tapos type natin ls ulit. Okay. Ansible dito I post .yml. Ano to? Sabay ba to? Absence update DNS server .yml. Ipro nga natin. Tama nga. Tama ba? Tama nga. Ito. This command executes an Ansible playbook name, pabsence update, DNS server YML, and the host defined in the inventory file, host.yml. To configure DNS servers on ASIC pabsence in an enterprise environment, this playbook could streamline and automate an administrator approach to managing DNS configuration across many hosts. The play recap of the playbook confirms that the playbook was executed and change was made. Close natin yung terminal. And then ASIC pabsence, we're going to connect that. Cut, etc. Resolve .config. Ganun pa rin eh. Ganun pa nag-iba na lang. The DNS server has been changed to 888. Nasa 888 dito? Hindi naman eh. Hindi naman. Mas wala naman tayong ginawang 888 na. Hindi naman pinakumand sa atin na ano. Naksin natin to. Exercise to utilize Git. Git is a version control system. It is used to track changes in source code. Usually, during software development, Git enables multiple developers to collaborate on a project using the same code backbone while providing a history of changes branches for parallel development and the ability to merge code seamlessly. What we're going to learn is install Git and utilize Git, manage a version change in Git. Task 1 is to install and utilize Git. To install Git on ALMA Linux, you can use the DNF package manager. Once installed in this task, you will use Git to manage a change in the pfSense update DNS server.yml file. Ay, naku, ginawa natin kanina. Okay. Activities. And then terminal. Sudo dnf install git. Password lang yan. Yes. Going to type cd module 7. Pinalta natin. Okay. Yun pala yun. Ano natin. Git init. Git init command is utilized to initialize a new Git repository within a directory. It sets up the necessary data structure and configuration files, allowing version control to be applied directly to the files within that directory. Git config global user.name admin wala pa na. Ay, palundok ba ako dyan? Username. Okay. Tama naman. Ginawa natin. This command sets the global Git configuration to associate the specified username. ASCII admin. With commits made across all repositories on the system. Haba naman i-type natin. Ganito pala mag-type ng ay. Ganito pala mag-configure ng ano. Tama naman. This command sets the global grid configuration to associate the specified email address with commits made across all repositories on the system. Okay. ls pa rin. Git add pfSense update DNS server.yml. Ba't ganun? Ganun pa rin. O tama nga. This command stages the specified file pfSense for inclusion in a git commit, marking it as ready for tracking changes. Type git status. Yung commits here. This command provides information about the current state of the Git repository, showing any modified, untracked, or staged files and the branch status. Observe that one file is ready to be committed and one file is not being tracked because it was not included in the add command. Stage 12 git commit initial commit pfSense git DNS server.yml playbook. Ayan na, may insertion na ito yung ginawa. This command records that the stages changes in the Git repository along with a descriptive message summarizing the changes made in the commit. Chutak pa. Kamaya na kaya. Git log log. Nag-check natin git. The git log command display a chronological history of commits in the Git repository, including information such as commit hash, author, date, and commit messages. Observe the output to discover the latest commit that occurred on the master branch of the Git repository. Git branches are parallel lines of development within a Git repository, allowing for independent work on different code features, enabling concurrent development. In the terminal window, rf pfSense update DNS server.yml. This command delete natin. Ito palang rm na to. Remove ang ano. Notice the PFSense file is not listed. Oh, okay. Task 2, manage a version change in Git. To manage a version change in Git, the code may be checked out and modified. After necessary changes are removed, the code may be committed using the git commit command and then merge back into the main code base. In this task, you will check out, modify, and commit a code change. Ensure you are connected to Alzheimer and the terminal window is open. Git checkout. PFSense update DNS server. Natuwa yan. This command retrieves the PFSense feature. Retrieve niya. Tapos, check natin ulit. Ayun! Meron na. Di ba kanina ito? Ayun na, wala. Ito meron na siya. Okay. Binalik lang natin. Nano PFSense update DNS server. Yun na. Ano nangyari dito? Ba't iba na to? Nano is a simple and user-friendly command line text editor for Unix-like system, offering basic text editing functionality with a straightforward interface. Into Nano text editor, remove the existing entry in the DNS server addresses. One nine two point 168.255.13. Control X. Type Y. Nabulit lang natin tapos save. Okay. Git status. Git add state DNS server primary. Yan, na-add na natin yan. Git add eh. Git commit -m modify sense update server primary. Grabe. Haba, pero mali na yan. Aray ko. Mali ang lahat. Yan, tama na yan. GitLab. Ito na pala yun, no? Tapos, the GitLab results track the initial commit and modification commit of the pfSense update file. Close the terminal. Yun na pala yun. Oh, we're done already. Done. Check. Thanks, guys.